Hey!
Hi!
Hello!
Oh my God. Jeff, I like yours the best.
Hello from Texas.
Well, this is the start of 2017 is here. We had a great January because we had an amazing event, and a lot of people are really feeling that mojo at the event. And then some people keep it moving and keep going, and then at other times, you don't always feel like doing things, and it's hard because, if you don't have a boss, you got to get going. But that's what this webcast is about, because we want to help you, what do you say, keep the mojo?
Keep the mojo.
What can we be doing?
Well,
go ahead, Arlo.
What can we be doing? All right, it's all about. I know Angie's very good about this too. But listening to the right CDs, listen to the right things. It's all about mindset. And for me, I learned back when I was first reading and listening. Jim Rohn always said, "What if somebody doesn't come around and turn the light switch on? You got to self-motivate yourself." And really, it's just small victories, you guys. One new partner, one new customer can really make the difference to get you that spark in your business to make you feel good and get that mojo going on. So small victories, I tell you, it works. It really does.
Agreed.
Mojo is so important. Why? Well, it's what you're doing when people ain't looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing nothing, when people ain't looking at, if you're busy when everybody's around, you got your mojo on. But when they're not around, where's your mojo? Are you still doing it? You got to keep yourself accountable. Okay? I heard something the other day. If you fall flat on your face, technically you're still moving forward. You have to get up and keep moving. So you have a choice. You can lay there and roll around on the floor, or you can get up and keep moving forward. Get that mojo. It's not easy, but it's something that we all have to work on.
Absolutely. I think so often we sit down and we work on our list and we look at our planner, and even if we're doing the reading and the self-development, that stuff is all great. But if we're not actually booking the meetings and doing the action, then we're always gearing up for it. We're always gearing up for the big month, for the big week. But if we're not booking the meetings, like Dad said, behind the scenes, what are we actually doing when people aren't looking? Are we putting all of our self-development, all of our organization, all of our planning to use? Or are we just always planning for that great week and never getting in there to let it take off? We got to get it going. Actually sit down and book your meetings, make the contacts. That's where it's at.
Yeah. And, and I love so much, Jeff, what you said of if you fall flat on your face, you have the choice of what you're going to do next. Are you going to pull yourself back up, and are you going to get out there, or are you going to lay there and do nothing, be in the feel sorry for yourself mode, kind of the unmotivated. And not long ago, I kind of had an episode of, where I'd hit a real low, and I didn't know how to pull myself back up, and, reached into my toolbox, and I grabbed a hold of Carla, and we had some time that, we got together, and we're actually sitting in the hot tub, and, we were both crying because, everybody knows we're the criers, and, it just had a real heart to heart of, well, what are we going to do? And it was that realization that, it really starts with me. I have to make the decision that I'm going to make this work. And, nobody else is going to do it for me. You are the boss of your own business, in Zenzino. There isn't anybody else that's going to really do it for you. And, I started reading more. I started listening more. I'm just trying to do a total revamp of realization that, it is up to me. If I'm going to make this work, I know 2017 is going to be an amazing year, and you guys all know that too. And so I need to decide, am I going to have an amazing year? Because it starts with me. I need to make that decision.
Right.
Yep.
And I want it, so I'm going after it.
It was amazing because they have, different campaigns going. And one of the campaigns that they have is, if you had a growth of 25% in your business from December to January. And we had 2 people over there in the team that did that. And Carla and Angie, great. And that's really a huge thing. And not just, you know, of course it's a great thing, but just so that everybody realizes, if you listen to Angie's story, she was done. It's not that she was in the low, she was done. I'm sick of it, to be honest. And the only reason that we can help people is because we've been there. It's part of the game. Everybody has been to a part where, you know, you realize, okay, this is, you know, it's tough. It's a hard job to do, but it's definitely worth it in the end. And that growth, they've got different campaigns to help you get through that. And they've got another campaign this month for people who have 25% growth and hit that active diamond. And it's actually probably closer than most people think. And even if it's not hitting it, you've hit farther than you probably ever hit, if you know, and it gets your business growing. So I think it's you know, finding that, using everything in your toolbox to hit that mojo, like Jeff was saying, and Arla was saying, and even, you know, the toolbox of your upline and your reading and your listening, and or just having fun with it, right, Jeff? That's you. We're having fun.
Gotta have fun.
I know that in one of my readings, I started reading for the first time now since I started Zinzino. So it's a big deal for me to start this. So anyways, during one of my readings, I came across a statement, and I don't remember it exact, but so the quote is sort of a quote, but it talked about, if you did not have the possibility of failing, what would you go after if you knew failure wasn't an option? And for me, it was just like, holy crap. If you think of that through a lifelong uphill climb and how you grow personally without fear having anything to do with it, and you're not going to fail at it, just imagine everything you would conquer. I mean, holy crap, I'd be a whole lot farther in my life if I never would have let the thought of failure taking over my, you know, mentality, and I would have gone after so much more. And so it's just like, holy buckets. If I knew I wouldn't fail, what would I do? Well, holy Moses, I'd have about 1 million meetings on my calendar. And so now I'm living by that. I'm just like, forget it. So I fail. What's that? It's one step closer for me to succeeding. And of course I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail at several things in my day, whatever. I already have. But I'm also growing myself and taking accountability for my own personal business. I've had moments that I'm like, really, should I just stick with nursing or should I go after this? And I feel that I am going to help more people by doing Zinzino than I ever would as a nurse. I am helping families, and I am truly inspiring people to get healthy and changing those lives of customers and partners just by giving them information. And it's just, I mean, I'm available to all of my downline and sideline and every other line to do meetings with them, but I have to focus on me too. I can't give all of my time to everybody else because I still personally have a business to build, just like we all do. And so I think most importantly is get those meetings booked, because you have to. You are not going to grow your business if there isn't a meeting booked. You're not going to succeed, and you're not gonna move up in your business. You're gonna stay at that low. Well, I don't want the comfortable low. I want to be outside of my comfort zone, and I want to keep growing. And it's up to me to do that. Yes, is it comfortable? Does it feel good to be comfortable? It does. But it also is kind of exciting to not feel so good and be uncomfortable too, knowing that there's a reward in the end. And that reward, number one, is we're getting so many people healthy. We're going to have 1 million people by 2020. Like, let's look at 2017 and how many we're going to, 25% growth. Just think of that, how many people we're going to be hitting in the hundreds of thousands. Like, that's phenomenal. I think it's phenomenal and exciting to me. So I just look at, try to look at the big picture and then scale it back to the right here, right now. And what can you do? Because we all can do more and we all can do better in everyday adjustments. That's just what life is all about, is we give it our all, but really at the very end, we got a little bit more to give, truly. Every single one of us, me included.
Oh, we all got them things in a closet that hold us back. We all do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't care who you are.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Fight them. I don't know what they call them, dragons or
Skeletons.
skeletons. There we go. Yeah. We got to fight them every day.
Mhm.
Every single day we get up. You know, you got a choice whether you're going to have a good day, bad day. And it's
Right.
easy to pick a bad day. Heck, anybody can have a bad day. If you're going to have a good day, you gotta voice it. I'm going to have a good day today. I tell people, I woke up this morning sucking air. I'm going to have a good day. So
Yeah.
it's all how you look at things, you know, and that's all part of your mojo. You get a new customer, you get a little mojo going.
Right.
Get a new partner, you get a little more mojo going. You know, so action is where you're going to create mojo.
Mojo. Yep.
So
Absolutely. It's just totally about mindset. I love what you said, Ramey, about what you're just saying. The mindset is so important on this. If you had gold coins to give away to your best friends, how many of those best friends would you be calling? You'd be
Right.
calling everybody.
Mhm.
That's what we have our hands on here. We're not out there trying to hunt people down and get them into something or sell them something. We truly are really about helping people.
Yep.
So that's what it's all about, you guys. And it's just small victories. Get out of that comfort zone just a little bit, and you will see your business really, really grow dramatically in the next 3 years for sure.
Absolutely. And how exciting. I mean, I just look at my first 9-10 months of how the business has grown. I mean, honestly, like 3 years from now, Arlo, you might have to run my numbers and figure that out for me. But I know it's going to be improvement and it'll be pretty darn exciting. And so it's just like, I know I'm sitting at a good spot and that's wonderful. And I'm proud and I'm excited of that. But I'm also motivated to continue moving that. I don't want to be at the standstill. I don't like standing still. That just doesn't work out for me. So it's just like, I know what I need to do. I have the best upline and partners, and I have great support and friends that I know as a group we all can rock this, but I also know that I am responsible for myself rocking this. And so, you know, if I'm not willing to do anything, then I'm not going to get anything in return. I have to be the one to reach out when I'm in a lull and I need my mojo back. I'm the one who has to do the reading. I'm the one who needs to work on my list. I'm the one who needs to do the work to put into it in order to get the benefit out. It's up to me. I can't put the blame on somebody else. I can't expect my upline to be my crutch for, you know, my business. I can expect them to be my tool and my help, but not my crutch to do it for me. So for me, it's like, okay, you know, I have to do adjustments of myself every single day. And I have to tell myself if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, all right, you know, enough of this sulking in my sorrow over nothing. Let's look at the good stuff and focus on the good stuff and go with that. And it's just, it takes energy to find the good in things. And I'd much rather have the good energy than that negative energy, because so many more things happen that are beneficial in my life when I'm focusing on the good. So for me, it all comes down to me at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You know?
And I'd like to add too, you know, to keep your mojo on and keep it uplifted, come to the VPs.
Absolutely.
Come to the business presentations. Get around other like-minded people that are, you know, where they have their small victories. They can share them with you. Get some ideas. Even if you're, you know, try to bring a guest if you can. But if you don't have a guest, be there anyway to support not only the team, but to give you that little uplifting mojo in between events as well. It helps a ton.
Right. And when your newest partners get their first customer, celebrate it. And remember back when you got your first customer. And just sometimes the small, simple things are actually the big things, because that's what keeps us excited. That's what we keep celebrating. That's what we have to give the attention to, is just that, you know, every little thing is a big thing in the big picture. It all adds a piece of that puzzle to keep growing. And so, you know, remember to enjoy and celebrate what we consider the small things and the exciting things, because 1 customer or 10 customers, it's all good stuff. And it's exciting stuff. And so I think too, when it's your new partners or your old partners who have been quiet for a while and they get something going, really, really celebrate that with them, because that's a big deal. That's a big step to come back into it and come in swinging and getting their momentum and trying to get it in the right direction.
That's Mojo.
That's Mojo.
Mojo.
For sure.
And there's a lot of things that you can do. I think one of the things people are probably asking, okay, it's, you know, it's kind of like an evil circle sometimes. You know, you know you got to get moving, but then what should you do right now? I think it's about making a plan. What do you want to have as a goal this month? You don't have to hit the new title, but if you are executive and you want to work farther, well, then make a goal of 4,000 credits or a T balance or amount of customers or amount of meetings. But you can make an exact plan of action. And the only person that you can tell what to do is the one that you look at in the mirror, and then support your team on where they want to go.
Right.
So I think it's about the action that you're doing yourself. And if you need to have guidance, ask some of your upline if you want to hit something. And I know some people are working on hitting a diamond plan, which is really huge that they're going to do that. And it's about your own goals. And it's about, you know, how many meetings are you going to do? And where's the hurdle along the way that's keeping you back, so that you can break that hurdle. And, you know, when you have that, you can feel the victory that you've done something for it.
Absolutely. That's exciting when you actually conquer that goal and make that plan. And I think too, for myself, you have to make that plan, but you have to stop making excuses to not follow through on that plan and get action on that plan, because it's so easy to come up with reasons of why you can't, and you let this get in the way and you let that stop you. But if you really, really want it, you're going to do it, and you need to go after it. And so I think if I start a day and I'm like, oh, I come up with a million reasons of why I'm not going to do my exercising, or, you know, whatever it be, when it comes down to it, the minute I stop making those excuses, I actually feel much better about myself, because I've conquered what it was I was set out to do. If it's 10 minutes on this godforsaken bike trekking thing that seems like awful, 10 minutes is like 25 minutes, and it's just pure gasping for air. It's ridiculous. But at the end of it, I'm like, thank God I did it for today. All right. And then tomorrow, same thing. I get up and I'm like, oh, maybe I should do this, this, and this, and the dishes. And it's like, nope, I need to get it done and out of the way. That type of a thing. So I just stopped making excuses and looking for an out.
Yeah,
I find a way in.
I heard somebody say one time, if you knew in your backyard there was buried a gold bar, wouldn't you be out there working to go get it and find it because you knew it was there? You know? So it's about getting out there and keeping on, you know? And if you hit a hurdle, keep moving.
Absolutely. You know, each day is a new page in our story. So is what we're doing today, when we wake up, is what we're doing today getting us closer to that goal? We need to look at that. And, you know, I've made the decision that I'm going to grow my business 25% this month, and I'm going to have a fantastic February. And I know there's a lot of us out there that have goals, that have set goals. And if you haven't, I strongly urge you to do that now. And I challenge everybody. Let's everybody grow 25% this month. We can do it. I know everybody can do it. It's about your mindset. We can achieve whatever we put our mind to. So let's go out there and do it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's for myself too. My goal is I'm hitting diamond this month again, because I hit it once in November and I want to hit it again for this month, just because I know that I can, and I know that it's going to take a lot of work, but I have my plan in place. I have some coaching scheduled for my personal self. I have scheduled meetings in advance and am getting upline to help with some of those meetings. And it's those types of things that I know I'm going to concentrate a certain percentage on my own business and a certain percent on my right and a certain percent on my left to help my team keep building and growing while I'm personally growing my own as well, because I too want to have growth and I want to hit diamond again and it grow by 25%. And really 25% is such a doable number. It seems like a lot and overwhelming, but when you break it down into small little pieces, it really isn't untouchable. It's absolutely doable for me.
Yep.
I too is gonna grow.
Keep their mojo going.
Yeah, I do. I need to get it staying going is my deal.
I'm with Angie. I'm growing 25% as well. I made a goal for myself to do that, to keep going at that level. And to do that, it's really about helping our team grow as well.
Absolutely.
So it's just not you, it's the whole team. And just pick, like you said, Ramey, just pick a few people on your right, pick a few people on the left that are really leaning forward, and let's get them to the next level. And everybody helps everybody in this awesome adventure we're on. So it's an exciting time.
Big thing for Mojo with me, and I find helps my team too, is when I go out and sponsor a new partner. That gives me so much excitement. I have somebody new excited to work with. But not only that, they're downline, a new partner driving up the whole upline, the excitement. Right. They got a new partner downline of them, and it just that's what I get fired up about and excited about. So that's my plan for this week, is getting a new partner and just getting some excitement back and getting that mojo. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, when you get a new partner started, they're bringing in mojo. They are fired up. They want to tear this thing up. And you just got to keep stoking that fire. Keep that mojo going.
And run with them. Yep. And run with them. And how fun is that? I just like every time our newest partner is like, oh, can you do a meeting such and such? It's like, absolutely, yes. And how fun is that? Because you know how excited they are too. And I'm just as excited as they are, because it's just going to help build more healthy people in our country. And I'm just like ecstatic over that. And it is so inspiring for me just to be able to make people healthy. I love that whole concept. It's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's what the fun thing is if I think of Mojo as like keeping the pot hot, you know, you want to keep it going. And the best thing you can do is what Christy said, put some fire underneath it that burns the whole way up the line.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep that fire going and keep doing that, you know, and it is about keeping yourself going.
Yep.
Sorry, the bird thinks that's funny.
But
2017, and it's about having fun. So 2017, we've had a great start, but they haven't seen nothing yet from the U.S. We grew fantastic from last year to this year. I think Mike said it was 47% difference, just that. And the whole U.S. had been, or the Minnesota and that group alone had grown like, I can't remember, but it was a huge number. So I think if we just keep growing, 2017, let's keep it going every day, all the way through the month of February, because this is the month to grow, because 2017, we're rocking it, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
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 That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Mojo. Here we come.
Mojo. That's right. And then Jeff, Mojo.
There we go.
Okay, goodbye,
Mojo.
everybody. And thanks for all this. Let's keep the mojo going.
That's
Mojo. High five.
Bye.
High five.
Oh, yeah.